Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and a very happy new year to all of our Let's Go Racing fans. We're in our 33rd season of our show. Couldn't be more thrilled about that. Parx Racing closed the year with our Winter Racing Festival. 7 stakes coming your way. Plus, Hall of Fame trainer Butch Reid ended with a great year with a bang with the win in the Gravesend with top jockey Johnny V. All these stories, but all the action was right here at Parx, and we got to close out the year together.
We did, Dani, and you and I are starting our 4th year together here on LGR. Let's not forget that.
Gotta love it. We have so much fun. We have a lot to bring you today, and we're going to jump right into it. We had 7 stakes close out the year. It was a winter racing festival. Let's start with the PA bred, PA sired, Wait for a Stakes. This is for 2-year-olds, $100,000, 7 furlongs, and our favorite is Ballad of Warrior for our friends from Penn National.
Yeah, Ballad of Warrior, good paper coming in, ran a good 4th in the PA nursery. On his best, he's obviously the horse to beat.
And trainer Tyler Service has Fenton Forever, named for good friend John Fenton of the owner and breeder Desmond Winter.
Right, and we mentioned that after the horse had broke his maiden, Kendrick Carmouche got a late pickup mount here, and obviously this potentially could be a very emotional situation.
It could.
Pay attention.
Lots of stakes races. Here we go. Here's the Wait for It Stakes.
Fenton Forever has company on the outside. Ballad of Warrior, these two have been in a race of their own. They go into the far turn. Fenton Forever through a half, 47 flat. He leads the way. Ballad of Warrior getting a little bit closer, now just a neck back. Fenton Forever maintains that lead. He is yet to be asked. He's been confidently handled throughout on the outside. Ballad of Warrior, Cool Million continuing to come up on the inside. They go around the far turn. Fenton Forever, let's see how good he is after that maiden win. He has the lead on the outside. Ballad of Warrior grinding away, reeling and dealing, making up some ground. It is Fenton Forever with the lead. Fenton Forever trying to fend off Cool Million to the inside, and Fenton Forever finding a little bit more. He has a 16th left to go.
All right, Tyler does it. He runs 1-2 here, but Fenton Forever does get the win.
Yeah, Fenton Forever was impressive. Kendrick, as we said, got the late pickup mount, and you said owner breeder Desmond Winter. And Dani, you mentioned this on the show a couple weeks ago. John Fenton was a guy who'd been around the track forever. Everybody knew him. Desmond Winter specifically was one of his best friends. Kendrick, when he was young, John Fenton was really an influential part of it. And I talked to everybody, and I led my story this week on Let'sGoRacingParx.com. I wrote about all 7, but I led it with this. Here are the connections. Fenton Forever.
I'm just glad that I was available to ride the horse. I mean, my old friend Fenton, I'm sure he was there riding with me just as he was there with Vargas first time out. You know, he was from Jamaica. He was pretty much on this backside all his life. He was a good friend.
So it means a little more to you than just a normal race?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Fenton touched a lot of good people on the backside, and he was a really good friend of mine. He was older than me, so he guided me to do the right things whenever I was on the backside and how to conduct myself, you know, being a young guy, you know. So winning on the horse that his best friend is Yogi, the owner, it means a lot. It really does.
What does this mean to you to have this horse named after your buddy to win these 2 races in a row now?
This means the world to me. I mean, this horse, when he was young, I wanted to name him after this good friend of mine, John Fenton, he means a lot to me. He was on the track for years. Great buddy. As you could see me walking the horse around, I took that after him, how to take a winning picture. It means the world. And I really want to say special thanks to Mr. Tyler Service and the entire gang for making this happen.
It's huge. Again, long-time backside guy. Everybody was very fond of him. Always loved me. Every time I used to ride by on my bike or in my car, he'd always yell for me, and we'd have a couple good talks together, so it means a lot.
And owner breeder Desmond Winter, he's had some luck with these horses that he's bred. I have to grade Lightning.
Yeah, Grey Lightning, of course, Tyler Service trained that really fast filly. He ended up selling her for $370, but he still got the mare. So the good news is he might have some more coming after this one.
Yeah, and Tyler Service with a strong hand, and we'll be talking about him more later in the show. Let's go to our next stakes race. This is for 2-year-old fillies. It's the $75,000 Parx Future Stars filly division, 7 furlongs. And our favorite is Beyond Belief. Ed Coletti, Frankie Pennington teaming up.
Yeah, Beyond Belief ran in the Smart Halo at Laurel, ran pretty good. Finished a pretty good third and fast time.
And Uriah St. Louis with Tip Line.
Always love to see Uriah in these races.
This is our Parx Future Stars Philly Division Stakes.
As they go around the far turn, 46-4, sizzling on the front end. Hollywood Beauty has some company. Beyond Belief presses to her outside, and Hollywood Beauty digs in, tries to repel her. Volleyball Princess, she's in third. They go around the far turn. Hollywood Beauty has stayed clean on the front end. Now she's asked for a little bit more, and she is game, and she is responding. Hollywood Beauty has a clear-cut lead. Volleyball Princess chasing resolutely. She's gaining now into second, trying to run down Hollywood Beauty, who has the lead. It looks like it's an insurmountable one with a 16th left to go.
Hollywood Beauty led every step of the way. She couldn't be more impressive by Honor AP. Love to see that, and I loved how she won her debut race.
Yeah, she was really impressive in this race, Dani. Won by more than 8 lengths, and of all the times, and they were all 7/8 races today, she ran the fastest. Got a 76 buyer figure, and Mariah Montoya just got this horse about a month ago. This is an owner she had like 10 years ago, and I caught up with Mariah after the race. Mariah, loose on the lead at 15-1. Did you expect all this?
No, actually the strategy was to sit off the pace. There was a lot of speed and make a run, but I think we had her pretty fresh and she was happy and strong. She's been jumping around the stall the last couple of days, so signs were all positive, but you never know till you run them. It was our first start with her.
All right, well, so many more stakes races to bring you. We will have all the action. We're going to head to our first break, so stick around.
Top of the stretch, Global Steve has the lead. Alchemism dives to the inside, trying to reel him in.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them, sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. We have more 2-year-old stakes to bring you from our Winter Racing Festival. This is the $100,000 Misbehavior Stakes. Again, 7/8 is the distance for PA-bred, PA-sire 2-year-old fillies. Double Arrow ships in is our favorite.
It came off a pretty good maiden 30 win at Laurel. Pretty good number, and I think that's why she's the favorite.
Oh, yeah. And Kate DeMasi has second choice honorable win. This is a homebred for her, and she's been kind of impressive.
Yeah, by Wind Chill, and I mean, goes back generations for Kate. She trained the mom and the grandmom, and she trained them all.
Pretty cool. Here's the call to Misbehavior.
They go around the far turn, 46-1. Double Arrow has shaken them off. She has a clear-cut lead. Her ears pricked as they turn for home. It's Double Arrow. She has the lead, honorable win. She's now chasing into second. Two Docs Dahlia running a big race to the inside. Double Arrow, that lead is diminishing on the outside. Honorable Win, Joyful Joyce getting in gear. She's in third, coming up the rail. Honorable Win blows right on by.
An Honorable Win with a big win, and with this win, she swept the first 2 filly divisions of the PA-bred, PA-sire stakes. This filly looks like she'll run on anything, and a first stakes win for the jockey, Eliseo Ruiz.
Who's had a tremendous year here in 2024. Kate, this goes back generations, Dani. I mean, she trained the mother, she trained the grandmother, the great-grandmother, and of course she trained Wind Chill as well. This is a very emotional win, and Kate had a plan, and the plan came to fruition. Here she is. Kate, to have a homebred by your stallion win $100,000, what does that mean?
Well, I think this one was really exceptionally, touched the heart a little bit because I kind of had the plan all along to run in this series. I really wanted to freshen her up a little bit going into spring because I think, the family loves grass. I think she'll go long. So when a plan comes together, it's like so amazing. So I just am thrilled that everything worked out.
All right, well, we're going to keep it going with our 2-year-olds. This is the Parx Future Stars, 7 furlongs, $75,000 on the line. Our favorite is Global Steve from Butch Reid's barn.
Could not have been more impressive winning his debut, Dani, by 6. And it was just not just how fast he ran, but the way he did it, really impressive. They have high hopes for this one.
Yeah, and just physically, he stands out. You really see it when you look at him in the paddock. Second choice here's Fire Pit, Lupe Preciado.
Yeah, it's always nice to see Lupe have a good 2-year-old.
All right, last of the 2-year-olds in the Parx Future Stars. Here it is.
Fire Pit has the lead. Global Steve, Baby Dukes, Alchemism. He's in 4th with that big stride. He's making up some ground. Right wing runner losing momentum. He's dropping back. Crab Daddy, he's in 4th in between horses. Gun Trader. They go around the far turn. Fire Pit has some steam to the inside. Global Steve up to confront him with that big blaze. Those two on even terms. Alchemism chasing into 3rd. 46-2 for the half. The top of the stretch. Global Steve has the lead. Alchemism dives to the inside trying to reel him in. Global Steve is all out. Alchemism continues his ascent up the rail. Splashing, trying to make a race of it. Global Steve has the lead. Alchemism continues to press on. 16th left to go on the front end. Global Steve.
And Global Steve overcoming a lot. Look, good horses do that. You could tell the track surface was not his favorite. He still gets the win. Big win for our buddy at LC Racing and Cash is King.
I love the move, Dani. That's what I really like when you see these 2-year-olds pass horses like Global Steve did. Now, the time is not going to dazzle you, but there's time enough to go fast. This is a half to Cagliostro, the $500,000 winner for Cherie DeVoe. So the breeding is there. They bought him at Timonium for $60. Chuck and Glenn, they had offers. No way. They're not selling. Here's Glenn Bennett.
He looks like he's the real deal. So, very exciting. Obviously, you're always hoping that they're going to be a big-time horse until you find out that they're not. And we didn't find out he's not yet. So, hopefully it continue.
That's twice as a 2-year-old he made this big move in the middle of the race. How encouraging is that?
It's fun to watch too, right? So that was real encouraging. Michael loved him. So said he had plenty left. So we'll see.
And when you get a fast 2-year-old that passes horses, you are going to get offers. You getting any?
Yeah, well, we did have an offer which we turned down because Chuck and I definitely like to keep them. So we're in it to win hopefully. So all good.
See you in May.
Oh, for sure. Thank you.
All right, I hope we're all getting on a plane to Kentucky to cheer on Global Steve
That would
and
be
his
great.
3-year-old
Yeah,
year.
we'll see what they think of him in 2025 for Butch, Glenn, and Chuck.
Well, let's continue on with the Winter Racing Festival. These were stakes races from Tuesday. It's the $75,000 Kris Kringle horses going a mile and 16th. Repo Rocks, we've talked to him about him quite a bit on the show as our post-time favorite.
Yeah, now, if you go back a ways, Repo Rocks would crush this field. The question is, Dani, what Repo Rocks is going to appear? Recently, he just hasn't had that same kind of pop.
Excellent point. Here it is. It's the Kris Kringle.
Concealed Carry running a big race, but he is flanked by the imposing presence of Repo Rocks. Those two picking up steam as they make the run into the far turn, and Repo Rocks goes right on by. Concealed Carry has no response. Moving up into second, Mo Visitor. He has a big stride. He is gaining on Repo Rocks as they go around the far turn. Repo Rocks, Mo Visitor continues to grind away. Awfully Cool, Lonesome Boy. He's in 3rd, covered in mud and trying to make up some ground. They go around the far turn. Repo Rocks, Mo Visitor up to try to make a race of it to the outside. Mo Visitor sticks his neck in front. Repo Rocks comes right back. On the inside, Awfully Cool. Mo Visitor running a huge race, trying to put away a persistent Repo Rocks. Lonesome Boy grinding down the center of the track. Mo Visitor has the lead. Awfully Cool to the inside. Mo Visitor now bracing for Awfully Cool. These two coming down to the wire, and Awfully Cool takes the Kris Kringle Stakes.
Awfully Cool and jockey Abner Adorno team up to get a win off the layoff. Look, jockey Abner Adorno, he has quite a bond with this horse. Really impressive to see the way he won, and especially all that time he's had away from the racing.
Yeah, been off for almost a year. Talked to the owner afterwards. Turned out the horse had a knee chip, had surgery at the new Bolton Center. And the crowd in the winner's circle, Dani, they were excited for Awfully Cool. Here's owner Larry Rebecca. Larry, the horse had been off a full year almost. How did you get him ready for this race?
Well, that was all about Trullo and Solis. They did a great job. He was off an injury, had some surgery at New Bolton Center, really came back well, and he was working out well. We would have liked a race to get him prepped, but it was pretty obvious just that Abner just had a great ability to ride him, and he really didn't need the prep race. It's all based on Abner. He rode that horse like he owned him.
Were you concerned? I mean, he was back there and it looked like maybe he's never going to get there, and then here he comes up the rail.
I'm always a skeptic, you know. I just need my partner over here to tell me it's all right because I'm always nervous about it. But he likes to close like that. We're very blessed to have him. We're very blessed that he's back healthy, and we'll move forward.
And Larry Rebecki always brings a nice crowd, and he has a nice spread when they do the picnic tables, too.
I'm sure he does. Nice claim for a 30. Boy, this horse has been nothing but great for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to keep it going. This is the Blitzen Stakes. Sprinters going 7 furlongs, $75,000. Now, Nelson Avenue, comes in from New York for Wayne Potts.
Yeah, 6-5. And look, this horse after the claim won a couple races, good second in the 49er Stakes. Nowhere in a Cigar Mile, but that was just overmatched in that race. But on paper, it looks like potentially load speed.
And Windsor Gold coming off that big win, second choice for Mike Moore.
Yeah, the question is, were you going to get that big number, like you've had 2 of the last 3? We're going to get the not so big number in the track, of course, over these 2 days. A lot of horses loved it. Some horses didn't like it at all.
Couldn't be more true. Well, here it is. It's the Blitzen.
And they're chasing Nelson Avenue with a half mile left to go. 22-3 the opening quarter. Nelson Avenue has the lead. One more scoop. He's in second. Vison, he's in third. Mastermind lost ground back into fifth now as Windsor Gold's getting in gear from the back. And nothing yet from Far Mo Power. Nelson Avenue has opened up confidently under Jose Lascano. They go around the far turn. Nelson Avenue has the lead. One more scoop chasing, but has his work cut out for him. Vison's being asked for more. Skimming the rail, there's Windsor Gold, but Nelson Avenue has a commanding lead, 45-2 for the half. He hits the top of the stretch. He has been confidently handled every step of the way. Now he's being asked for a little bit more. He is game and responding. Nelson Avenue opening up, leaving him in his wake with a 16th left to go.
Nelson Avenue and jockey Jose Lascano, they took it to them and they won under wraps, 11 1/4 lengths. And Jose Lascano, he means business when he comes down to Parx.
He does, Danny. We looked up his stats after the race. 22 starts, 8 wins after this race, and I caught up with Jose after it was over. Jose, every time you come here, you win. 8 for 22 now here at Parx. What is it about this track you like?
Well, I think the owner and the trainer, the opportunity give me ride, the right horses, and I'm very grateful I got the opportunity to ride these kind of horses,
Look, Jose rode Wise Dan to a Breeders' Cup win. He's my favorite horse, and I love talking to him about Wise Dan.
Yeah, and he got that pickup mount when Johnny V got hurt on the day.
He did. All right, let's keep it going. This is the Mrs. Claus Stakes. Fillies and mares going 7 furlongs, $75,000. Irish Maxima, the big favorite for John Service.
If ever there looked like a one-horse race, Danny, if this was it, Irish Maxima was the best horse. She was the only speed. She had Frankie, John Service. There's no way she's getting it.
Yeah, but Butch Reid's going to try, right? He has Disco Ebo, second choice confirmed star. We'll see if they could do it. But
love Disco Ebo, but tough spot.
Mrs. Claus Stakes, here it is.
Irish Maxima has maintained that lead. Frankie Pennington steps on the gas. She opens up comfortably now. Chasing in second, Disco Ebo. Then it's Nature's Candy, Majestic Creed losing ground. She's in fourth, followed by Confirmed Star, Kiss Me Hearty. And at the back, Dr. Abby. They are all chasing Irish Maxima, the half, 45-1. She hits the top of the stretch in command. Frankie's been sitting chilly every step of the way, and he has yet to move on Irish Maxima, who's just cantering along on the front end. Irish Maxima, as she pleases, just opening up, and Irish Maxima is leaving them in the dust with a 16th left to go.
Irish Maxima, just ultra impressive. She's thrilling to watch. She does everything perfectly. She glides over the ground. That was a big margin of victory, too.
Indeed it was. 13 change. Purchased for $50,000. Timonium 2023. She's now $75 short of $300,000, and that was our best race yet. 101 buyer. Was it easy? Did it look easy, Danny? Frankie Pennington thought it was easy. Frankie, you won a bunch of stakes races. Have you ever won any easier than that looked?
No, I mean, John did an amazing job with her. She come into the race phenomenal. And when she broke and she was just dragging me the whole way, I'm like, I wish they were all like this.
How good is she? She seems to be getting better every race.
Man, she's so amazing. She's such a classy filly, and not only can she be on the lead, she can sit, but she drags you the whole way, and when she's dragging you, she's just doing it easy, just waiting for you to tell her to go.
Oh, we love our Frankie. Well, big win for them. Congratulations to all of our stakes winners from Parx. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to Aqueduct for the Gravesend Stakes. Stick around.
Maximus Meridius right there at the rail is ready to challenge.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Now it's time for our national races. We're going to go to Aqueduct. This is the $150,000 Gravesend Stakes, 6 furlongs, and the favorite is Runnin' Son of a Gun.
Yeah, good horse, neat horse, had a lot of good races around.
Butch Reid's going to send out Maximus Meridius, but he gets Hall of Fame rider Johnny Velasquez in the
Johnny
irons.
V first time for Butch and Maximus Meridius. This is a horse they've always liked, Danny. They gelded him recently, and he's gotten a little better.
The ultimate equipment change. Well, here it is, the Gravesend.
A lineup of 4 as they reach a quarter-mile left to go. Maximus Meridius and Full Moon Madness. They brush shoulders, and these two are now nose to nose. It is Full Moon Madness trying to push on by. A game, Maximus Meridius and John Velasquez coming back towards the inside. Full Moon Madness and Kendrick Carmouche to the outside. These two continue to duke it out here for a final 16th of a mile. Running Son of a Gun is in the clear. Maximus Meridius is in front. Maximus Meridius wins the Gravesend.
Well, a hard-fought win, but what a winning ride. Johnny Velasquez just knew when to push on the gas, when to let him have a breather, but Max was there every step of the way.
He was. Johnny V has won more money as a jockey than anybody in history, and that's why he gets it, because he's a big money guy. And Maximus Meridius with a big, huge win. Butch and the group were thrilled. Here's Butch Reid.
Actually, a last-minute decision. We had missed a few days of training down here, but we got him out there, let him stretch his legs a couple days before, and he was real happy, so we decided to go ahead and take a shot.
You loved him as a 2-year-old, and I know there's been a little bit of frustration with him through this 3-year-old season. Is he all the way where you wanted him at this point?
He's certainly getting there. I mean, he was, a very frustrating horse because we really liked him early on, like you said, but a couple of races he got hanging a little bit and waiting on horses, so we gave him the ultimate equipment change and seemed to really turn him around, and he's just now reaching the potential he thought he might have.
All right, we're going to kick it off with Best of the Rest and the Grade 1 Malibu at Santa Anita, $300,000, 7 furlongs, and what a field this is.
Yeah, return to Kentucky Derby winner Mystic Dan. He's the 6th, but you can barely see him, Danny. He just did not fire at all. Raging Torrent, the 8, is there the whole way, is going to win it pretty convincingly for Doug O'Neill. This is the first Grade 1 winner for Maximus Mischief, who's off to a great start as a sire.
Yeah, pretty cool. And Mystic Dan, he's fine. He'll regroup and get a distance he likes better. We're going to go back out to Santa Anita for the American Oaks and Cherie DeVoe. What a year she's had with She Feels Pretty.
Yeah, check out the 8. She Feels Pretty. She's looked like she's making a move, and then another move is being made right in front of her, and here she comes with a second move, and she is just going to dominate this race with Johnny V, Cherie DeVoe. This is the Lale Stables, the Jacksons of Barbaro fame. Look out for She Feels Pretty. She might be the best filly mare turfer in the country in 2025.
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to more from her. Well, let's go to this week's PTHA Trophy race from Parx. Supreme Law and Michael, they are out there with Secretariat length.
This is insane. Try to figure out what the margin is at the 8th pole and then at the finish for Supreme Law. The answer is 26.5 lengths for Jamie Ness and Michael Sanchez. Goodbye, Supreme Law. Going.
And this was an emotional win. I'm going to catch up with Michael Sanchez here. This notched him 3rd in the nation in standings for all the jockeys. Pretty cool. Here's me and Michael. Does that just put you 3rd in the country in wins?
Yeah, super proud. I crossed the wire. I was almost like, those feeling almost about to cry. It's really impressive, where you come from, where you grew up, and see yourself. I mean, at one point when I was really young, I didn't even know USA existed, and look at me now, so it's really impressive.
Final jockey standings in 2024. Irad Ortiz, 327 winners. Jose Ortiz, 276. Michael Sanchez, 273. Finished 3rd. Danny, if we had had those 3 days that we lost last week, I think he would have been easily 2nd, right?
That is so cool to have a jockey of that caliber right here at Parx. I was proud to be part of a few of those wins with Michael, and it's a lot of fun. You're very confident when Michael Sanchez is on your horse.
And we also had the 2nd leading trainer in the country in terms of wins. Steve Asmussen, 407. Jamie Ness, 364.
That is so cool. We're going to go to another break. When we come back, we have so much more. Jockey Trainer of the Week and our Turning for Home family photo. It's a good one. You don't want to miss it.
It's happening again. Those missed tackles are starting to stack up. Your friends pleading with players who can't hear them. Sweating it out week after week. But not you. Why? Because whether they score or not, there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. It's time for our Jockey of the Week. Can you guess who it is? Congratulations to Michael Sanchez, who closed out the year with many wins on the card. He had 2 stakes wins, and he notched the 3rd ranking with jockeys in the nation, having a truly outstanding year. He's our Jockey of the Week, and it's sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. All right, it's time for this week's Trainer of the Week, like father, like son. Here he is. Congratulations, Tyler Service, on this week's Trainer of the Week honors. He had a thrilling stakes win and notched career victory number 100. Onward and upward for this talented horseman. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring our Trainer of the Week. We have another Turning for Home family photo for you. There is a storm brewing in New York. Brett, he retired just a year ago. He's learning new things with his adopter, Mia. He's out in Illinois. They just started fox hunting, but look, he's a rock solid trail horse, and he's having fun. He's dragging a crocodile, a stuffed crocodile here.
A stuffed crocodile. All right.
He's a pretty brave horse. Well, it's time for Parx Picks. We're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. So we have 11 races on Monday, too. Early post time. We'll talk about it later. But these are $25,000 claimers going 6.5. Look, my heart is with BB Bad. He's my old horse. We've done fantastic with him. Roger Brown has him, and he's been knocking on the door for a win. 6.5, I think it sets up perfect. Ruben knows this horse, and I think they get the win.
I'm going to start the new year like we ended the last year. How about quick tempo, loose on the lead for those people, Jamie Ness and Michael Sanchez.
Well, let's go to our 3rd favorite handicapper, Craig Donnelly, and see who he likes.
My top selection for Monday is in the 4th race, number 1, Lada, trained by Nelson Solis, former assistant trainer to the great Eddie Lehman. Lada was claimed at Keeneland, came in and ran an absolutely terrific maiden race. His acceleration on the turn in that race was terrific. He was collared in the stretch, fought back, got the nod. Now in his next start, a little bit of a disappointment. He didn't break sharply, had to steady soon after the start, still managed to finish 3rd, but that was a tougher field than he has to face on Monday. I also feel that there's plenty of front runners in the race to set up his closing kick. Look for Lada with Kendrick Carmouche aboard to run down the pace setters in the stretch.
All right, well, Ion Racing, what do you have for us?
Barnes, the hot 2-year-old from Bob Baffert's barn, named after Jimmy Barnes, against Bullard and San Vicente today at Santa Anita. Check it out. Could be Derby horses.
Lots of good racing, and we're going to be back here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Check out for some earlier post times. We're trying to make up some of these canceled races from the weather. So we're going to start at 11:35 Monday, Tuesday. We'll see about Wednesday, but just keep an eye because it'll be fluctuating a little bit. We're going to close the show with some very heavy hearts. A good friend and horsewoman trainer, Tina Cole Davis, did lose a courageous battle with cancer, and she will be missed by all. Well, thank you so much for watching Let's Go Racing. We hope you have a great year and a lot of fun, and we can't wait to see you next time.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Parx Pennsylvania Derby.